Right now it's 7, 2 people dead after a house fire in Jeffersonville. We're live with all new information from police. Plus, the Louisville Cardinals looking to defend their national championship as college basketball season begins. More from their very first game and the special ceremony that honored their NCAA tournament win. Good evening, I'm Chelsea Rabideau, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. This just into the WHAS 11 newsroom. A house fire kills 2 people in Jeffersonville. It happened this afternoon in the 3000 block of Starview Court. WHAS 11's Alex Schuman just spoke with police. He's joining us now live with all new information. Alex?
Chelsea, police are waiting to release the names of these victims until their families can be notified. But officials came to this house at about 2 o'clock this afternoon responding to a fire. Now, if you take a look behind me, you'll see that there's not actually a lot of clear damage to the house. The firefighters had to go through this fence and go to the back because that's the only exterior damage the fire caused. Most of the interior is almost totally destroyed. It's just that the fire didn't get outside the house. Now, fire officials, when they first got here, went inside and grabbed the 2 bodies and brought the 2 victims outside and then determined they were dead. Now, it's unclear if this fire is suspicious. The fire marshal is still filling out an investigation. They want to do an autopsy before they make any major calls.
We're still investigating. I don't want to say that we're ruling out anything at this point in time, but we're still actively investigating. We hope to have some better information after the medical examination.
Now, police did tell me we can expect a lot more information about the victims and this fire once the autopsy is finished tomorrow. We'll keep you up to date, of course, and bring you any new information I can get at 11 at 11. I'm Alex Schuman reporting live from Jeffersonville, WHAS 11 News.
All right, thank you so much, Alex. A surge late in the Cards' first game of the season led to victory for U of L's basketball team. The Cards came out on top, beating the College of Charleston by 22 points. WHAS 11's Adam Lefko is here to show us how the reigning national champs pulled off a win. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Chelsea, how you doing? There was a lot of stuff going on before the game, but during the game, those Cards came on strong, as they always have, and they even had a special guest on the bench. Shane Behanan on the bench today after he returned to practice yesterday, still suspended, still not playing. Early in the game, Chris Jones channeling his inner Siva. Check this out. The turnover, it's like the championship game. Up and down. Montrezl Harrell, the big-time dunk, but the Cards only led by 2 at halftime. U of L up 3 with about 6 minutes to go, and they went on a run. Jones to Russ to Blackshear for the dunk, and then Jones to Blackshear for the 3. Wayne started 0 for 11, but he hit his last 3 shots, and then Russ all by himself. The Cards, they go on a 22-3 run to end the game. They win this game by 22. Afterwards, Pitino acknowledged that pregame ceremony may have taken away some focus.
I think sometimes, like senior night, you get caught up in the festivities a little bit and makes a young team a little nervous. That pageantry was, you know, I think quite extent, and I think they got caught up in it a little bit, but in the second half they played terrific.
It's understandable they got caught up in it. Louisville fans have been waiting 27 years for this moment. It was quite a scene with what happened before the game.
Well, before today's game, as Adam mentioned, the banner celebrating the Cards' victory in this year's NCAA tournament was revealed. Coach Rick Pitino says he was overcome with emotion at the special pregame ceremony.
I was kind of choked up. I didn't want to speak, and it's just great to see that. The whole thing was great.
This year's banner will be on display at the Yum Center alongside the ones for the Cards' past 2 NCAA championships from 1980 and 1986. U of L guard Kevin Ware is back in the national spotlight now that he's making his return to the hardwood. The junior did not play at today's season opener, but took to the court earlier this week at U of L's exhibition game against Pikeville. It was his first time playing since that gruesome injury during the NCAA tournament. Today, ABC News was in town to interview Ware for a piece that will air on Good Morning America. Ware spoke to GMA about the massive outpouring of support he received after he broke his leg.
With all the support that I was getting from everyone and just how positive everyone was keeping me, I never had a chance to doubt myself. I never had a chance to say, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play again.
The story on Kevin Ware will be on Good Morning America tomorrow. Catch it at 8 o'clock right here on WHAS 11. GMA is just after Good Morning Kentuckiana. More local news. Police are asking for your help after a motorcyclist is killed in an overnight hit and run. It happened just before 5 a.m. at Blue Lick Road and Oakleaf Lane. Witnesses told police that a Hummer hit a motorcyclist who was thrown from the bike. The victim, who was wearing a helmet, was pronounced dead at the scene.
At this time, we do not have an identification on our victim. He is believed perhaps to be in his mid-30s, but as far as a name, whether or not he's a resident of Louisville, those details we'll have to await from the coroner's office.
We are told the Hummer left the scene of the accident. If you know anything about the whereabouts of that Hummer, you're asked to call 574-LMPD. It's been 5 years since a veteran was brutally murdered inside his Shelbyville home, and police still have not cracked the case. James Duckett was found tied to a chair in a bathroom with his neck slit in 2008. Police say someone also stole Duckett's truck and used his debit card to withdraw cash from a bank in Shelbyville. No arrests have been made in the case. If you have any information, you're asked to call Kentucky State Police at 1-800-222-5555. No one was hurt in a fire at a Fern Creek home earlier today. Fire officials tell us that no one was inside when the fire broke out in the 8700 block of Jumper Court around 2 o'clock this afternoon. We're told a neighbor saw flames coming from the building and called 911. The house sustained damage to its living room. Now arson investigators are looking for a cause. And meteorologist Kristen Walls is joining us now in the First Alert Weather Center. It was a beautiful fall day today, and the nice weather is likely going to hold up for tomorrow, too. Hi, Kristen.
Hey, Chelsea. Yeah, it was a gorgeous day. Lots of sunshine across the area. A bit breezy, though. We had those wind gusts as high as about 30 miles an hour in some locations, but those winds should begin to die down. We have that chance for a rain and snow mix. I'll let you know when we can expect that, Chelsea, with Futurecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you so much, Kristen. A moving tribute to military members who gave everything for our country. How volunteers honored them 2 days before Veterans Day. And how quickly could you pull a fire truck down the street? Why these guys got into a tug of war with a 6,000-pound truck. Still ahead. And here is your primetime lineup. Start here at 8 with Saturday Night Football as Notre Dame battles Pittsburgh. Then after the game, join us for 11 at 11 and get tonight's top stories and tomorrow's complete forecast, all in the first 11 minutes. Veterans Day is on Monday, so today volunteers took the time to honor our men and women in uniform at Cave Hill Cemetery. The group Flags for Vets placed about 6,700 flags on veterans' graves this morning, paying tribute to those who gave their lives for our country.
When a fellow joins up and signs under the flag, he has given his life. It may not be required at that time, but it's online. He has ain't, and I think that a man can do no more, or a woman, than to offer their life for their country.
Today's event began with a parade of flags where each volunteer carried a flag representing a veteran buried in Cave Hill's National Military Section. The solemn ceremony featured a performance of the Star-Spangled Banner and the laying of a wreath at the Unknown Soldier Memorial. Today, dozens of people took on a massive challenge, pulling a fire truck through the center of 4th Street Live. That's right, those were ladies pulling that truck. For the second year, the Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity at the University of Louisville organized their Fireman Challenge. Teams competed to pull a 3-ton fire truck 25 feet as fast as they could. The event helped raise money for the WHAS Crusade for Children.
That's really important to us because we place an emphasis on serving the community, and the Crusade gave us an opportunity to serve communities all around the Commonwealth and Southern Indiana.
It's such a great connection with the Crusade to use the fire truck and raise money for children who have special needs. So it's a lot of fun and a great way for the young people to get involved and give back.
The fraternity estimates the event raised about $4,000 for the Crusade. If you missed out today, we're told there are already plans in the works to bring the Fireman's Challenge back again next year. Still ahead, hundreds feared dead after an epically powerful storm pummels the Philippines. How a local group is getting involved in the relief efforts. The Red Cross estimates around 1,200 people are dead after a super typhoon drenched the Philippines on Friday. Only about 140 deaths have been confirmed so far because officials say it will take several days to get the full scope of the storm's damage. Super Typhoon Haiyan is being called one of the strongest storms to make landfall in recorded history. It hit the seaside town of Tacloban particularly hard, leveling thousands of buildings and displacing some 350,000 residents. This weekend, the Louisville company WaterStep is holding emergency meetings in order to figure out the best way to help relief efforts in the Philippines. They will make a decision on aid by Monday.
And here, of course, across Kentucky on the 4th this weekend, it's been gorgeous so far outside today. Lots of sunshine. It has been a bit windy. Then temperatures slowly start to rebound. Chelsea looking at lots of sunshine towards the end of the work week and back up to 54 on Friday.
All right. Thank you so much, Kristen. The Cards unveiled their championship banner and a dominant performance in the second half of their season opener. Highlights coming up. And the Cats still had a bowl bid as a possibility, battling the top 10 Tigers. Could Kentucky keep that dream alive? Sports is next with Adam Lefkoe.
But this is not our championship. We are part of it. And so are you. We are very much like the Green Bay Packers. We are owned by our fans. Congratulations to all of you.
Louisville fans, they've waited 27 years for that moment. They are now bowl eligible. Really quick note, Providence wins the state title for volleyball in Indiana. Congratulations to those girls. We'll be right back after the break.
Another beautiful day on the way tomorrow. Lots of sunshine expected. It will be a little bit cooler with a high of 56 degrees. And of course, we're going to be watching for late Monday into Tuesday, early Tuesday. We may have that chance for a little bit of a rain-snow mix. Not expecting any kind of accumulation with that, but it's going to be rather cold as we head throughout the day on Tuesday. Only a high of 39. So we're going to go from 60 to 39 for the high of Tuesday.
Was it rain-snow mix? Is that your way of trying to ease us into the fact that we're going to have snow?
Trying to. You don't freak out.
So we'll see you right back here tonight after the game.